Hey y'all, it's old school here again. I almost forgot one more thing when it comes to saving. Now, some guys have the pilot card, the love card, the TA card. Everybody know if you go in the TA, you got to go to the kiosk to get the points off to be able to get what you want. That's an inconvenience. You hear me, TA? It's an inconvenience. But loves and pilot, you basically have that card where you can just boom, and you can basically swipe it, get your drinks, swipe it. Some guys got 300, 400, 500, a lot, of points on their cards. It's up to you if you want to use those points. But what I usually do, because I've been to Wal-Mart when it comes to coffee, for you coffee drinkers out there, sometime the cashier will charge you $2, $3 sometime. What you can do is get you a coffee cup from Walmart, go in there, get you some hot water, and come back out and do your coffee. Because a container of coffee costs you about $5 and lasts you how long? Think about it. I just went in there and got my coffee. I'm not fixing to pay $2, $3, $4 for some coffee. Give me some hot water. I can come out here and make my coffee. I can come out here and make my tea or whatever else I need. So I just thought I'd put that part out there for you. Let me see if I can think of anything else that I left out on that last video. But yeah, get your water. A lot of trucks now have refrigeration. On my truck, I have an actual refrigerator. But on this truck, because it's temporary, and I still haven't got mine back yet, but on this truck, it's temporary until I get back up into the other company truck. Keep a Coleman cooler in here. It's cheaper to buy ice to keep my drinks cool. And buy my drinks from Walmart, which is going to come out much cheaper. I think I spend less than $60 a week at Walmart compared to spending $200 a week in the truck stop. Come on, fellas. And there you have it. Oh, two more things I want to touch on. And I'm going to get up here real close so you can see me. You clowns pulling them fifth wheels. Knock it off, man. Knock it off. Do you know that you're jeopardizing somebody else's livelihood, or you just don't care? Okay? They used to do that crap back in my day. What they do is they were mad at another driver. They wouldn't confront the driver or come to him as a man and talk to him about their issue, so they will pull the fifth wheel. Now this started way back in the day. So I know it's got to be it's got to be an old head doing it. Okay, I doubt if it's a young head. It's an old head doing it, I'm sure. Or it might be a young head. We don't know. But when you look at it from that standpoint, if you ever get caught, because a lot of these drivers are running cameras, if you ever get caught and that driver leave and that kingpin don't release until he get on the freeway, and then he get out there on the freeway and that trailer come loose and it kill them people out there in them cars, guess who's gonna be held responsible? Especially if one of these drivers got it on camera. Knock it off. It's not worth it, man. Because you have an issue with another driver, go up to that driver and talk to him. See, now I'm getting into the father part of this. See, a lot of guys grew up and they didn't have that manly advice or somebody to give them that advice about how you talk to a man. Basically, how you talk to a man is you approach that man and you say, hey, how's it going? Hey, man, I got a problem of what you did and such and such. Now, if he get an attitude, you already know. Okay, well, then I can't talk to you about it. But you know what? Hey, man, just be careful and walk away. What's he going to do? Just walk away. But a lot of guys you can approach and you can talk, because I've seen some of these drivers. They may look mean, but a lot of them is cool as I was going to say another word, but as sheet. Like a sheet you make your bed. A lot of them are real cool. It's your approach. It's how you come at people or how you handle things. Okay. Second thing I wanted to touch on. Man, ain't nobody want to see your full apple juice bottle. Pour it out. What you're doing with that situation is you're causing every other driver out here not to be able to go into Walmart, not to be able to go into wherever, throwing it on the side of the highway. Dude, empty your here I go again. Empty your stuff, man. Ain't nobody want to see that, man. I pull in the parking spaces where guys have left full apple juice bottles. Comes down to home training. Obviously, you don't have none, because if you're willing to just leave it out there in public display, you're lucky they don't do a DNA on your ass and find out who it really belonged to. But what I'm saying to you is nobody cares if you do it in the bottle. Maybe you're not the only one out there doing it, but dump it. Dump it. I don't care if you dump it in the grass, which you should. Some guys dump it in the parking lot, but what happens is the rain comes and washes all that out of the way, because we get rainy seasons. So what happens with that is it gets all washed away. You don't smell it no more. You can smell it sometime when you go in the truck stops and it's hot. That's because guys don't go to the grass because of embarrassment. You know, nobody wants to be seen carrying a piss bottle. So I just thought I'd put that out there for you fellas. That was it. You know, I didn't want to get into a bunch of hoop la la, but yeah, whoever's pulling them fifth wheel kingpins, dude, stop it, man. Just stop, because at some point it may not happen right away, but karma will catch up with you, and you're gonna do it to the wrong person, or you're gonna do it to somebody and they're gonna drive off and it's not gonna come loose. And when he gets out on that highway and he's in traffic and it slides loose, what do you think the trailer's gonna do? It's gonna pull him, it's gonna flip him. What you trying to do, kill him? So let's see. And then some guy comes along and say, damn, I remember that guy. In fact, I got it on camera. I got the guy on camera that was doing it. What do you think's getting ready to happen? Who you think's fixing to be charged with that? You. So obviously you don't like this industry, or you don't like your job, because when I came in, they didn't have things like consortiums where you had to pee. Guys were coming in and they test dirty, they just test dirty. That came along. Now they want to pee test you and swab you to make sure you haven't been drinking. A lot of guys get put out of this industry just for that reason. And then they look back, and it's like anything. When you got time to sit and stew and think about what you did, it's already too late. Protect your CDL. That used to be the motto, and I don't know what happened, but that was the motto. Protect your CDL. If you don't care, then why are you here? And why are you causing problems for another man that needs to make a livelihood? See, that's when you wonder why guys are getting upset because you hit their truck in the parking lot. It's because that's their livelihood. So now they have to slow down because their vehicle cannot be driven, or their vehicle is tore up. Nobody wants that, man. You don't want to stay in your mirrors. You don't want to cause an issue for someone else where you have a problem, because you don't want to see that paperwork, brother. It's that thick where you got to write, and then they're constantly calling your phone. What happened? You got pictures? We need the pictures. What happened? You got pictures? We need to see them. What happened? You got pictures? We need to see them. So what I'm saying to you is, to the guy that's pulling, to the guy that, not the guy that's pulling the fifth wheel, but you don't want those issues. So do your due diligence, fellas. Stay in the mirrors. A good suggestion that I can give to you when you pull out, look at your tandems. See, when you're driving two vehicles, if you watching them tandems in the mirror, because you should be able to see them back there, except on a right turn, And even then, you have that convex mirror. Some trucks have it, that square one. Some have the round one. If you look down in that distance, what did they used to say on the thing? Objects may be further than they are in the mirror. But if you can see them tandems, you can pretty much judge about how far away you are where you're not going to clip somebody. But like I said, stay off them ends. If you got the end, you better hope somebody parks on the side of you too, because that's your protection. If you don't, good luck to you. It's a parking space, but it ain't a parking space, because they got these parking spaces designed to a certain width and length. And guys are parking outside of that, and it's not a parking space. You're putting yourself and your vehicle and your livelihood in jeopardy. Old school out.